Like, don't make anyone make you feel inferior just because you like to stay in at night. Don't let nobody make you feel inferior just because you rather say no and watch movies by yourself instead of going to the club. Don't let nobody make you feel inferior because you want to say no to going out and going to the bar. Like, it's okay. That's me. Hey Furies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, KnoKnoFuri. Today I really want to touch bases on being an introvert. That's something that I can definitely touch base home with because I am an introvert. I am highly introverted. I am friendly, but I am an introvert. So if you want to know a little bit more about if you're an introvert or maybe you're an extrovert, then just keep watching. You know we got the iced coffee on deck. You guys, I'm trying this new iced coffee, and when I tell you, my leg is like, you know when you used to be in the classroom and your leg be like jumping? That's what my leg is doing right now. But it's so good. And there's almond milk creamer in this. I know, I finally crossed over. Okay, so let's get into how do I know that I'm an introvert. So I Googled the definition introvert, and it comes up as a shy, reticent person. I guess that means like timid, I'm not sure. But underneath it says there's not, I cannot talk today. Underneath it says there's not just one way to be an introvert. It says there are 4 shades of introversion. They're social, thinking, anxious, and restrained. And most introverts are a mixture of all 4. Okay, I didn't know that. Why did y'all let me drink this coffee when I tell you I am like water? Okay, so being introverted. So in my definition, in my terms, I always thought introverted meant someone who was like more so to themselves, shy, not really a going out type of person, very to themselves. That's what I thought an introverted person was. But apparently there's a lot of definitions for it. I label myself as a very introverted person just because I don't go out that much. I'm very to myself. I don't have a lot of friends. Sorry y'all, I cannot find my makeup brush for shit. It also says an introvert is often thought as quiet, reserved, and thoughtful. They don't seek out special attention or social engagements. That's me. As these events can leave introverts feeling exhausted and drained. That's me. Introverts are the opposite of extroverts. If you don't know what an extrovert person is, it's basically literally the opposite. An extrovert person is someone who likes social engagements, that likes to go out, that isn't to themselves. They like to share themselves with everyone. That's basically what an extrovert is. Growing up, I was never really a going out type of person. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just ran up the stairs. Okay. I was never really like a going out type of person. I always liked staying home. Even in high school, like I wasn't, according to some other people, I guess, they thought I was popular. I never felt like that. But I was invited to like, you know, parties and stuff, but I just never felt the will to go. Like, it was just never my scene, you know? I liked being to myself. And I feel like a lot of people aren't like that. I feel like there are some people that are actually afraid to be like that. A lot of people can't be alone for too long because, you know, when you're alone for a while, you start to figure out yourself, get in one with yourself. And a lot of people aren't mentally prepared like that, aren't mentally prepared to be like that. And I feel like personally, to really get to know yourself is more of a maturity thing. I feel like that actually comes later in life for some people. Some people that comes earlier in time. Me as a person, I felt like that came earlier in my life. I was very in touch with myself, very in touch with my spirit. I just really knew who I was as a person, and I know who I am as a person now. I lived in a neighborhood with a lot of people, and I would get invited out to, you know, go chill. And I just wouldn't want to go. Even being in spaces with people that I cared about, I couldn't be in that space for too long just because I felt myself getting drained. I felt myself getting tired. I don't know, it was really weird, but it was just something that I noticed early on, and that's how I knew that I was introverted or I was an introvert. Now, when it comes to like meeting people and talking to people, I don't really feel like I struggle in that aspect. If you ever were to talk to me, you know, you've never met me before, I can hold a conversation with people. Like, it's not like I freeze up instantly when people start talking to me, or instantly, you know, I just feel weird. It's not like that. But I can't be around the same person or people too long, or else it affects my mood. I have to have some time to myself. Like, I have to have some type of time to myself at least once a day. Quick little backstory. I tried recording this video yesterday and my anxiety literally got in the way and I had to stop. Like, literally I had like 1/3 of this video filmed and I had to start all over again. So
there's that.
On to why do I like being an introvert. I like being an introvert just because I feel like it helps me keep my peace and protection. I feel like I really can manage my peace better. When I was at the end of high school, cosmetology school, and I found myself struggling between what I was, if I wanted to be extrovert or introvert, I found that my peace was a little bit more chaotic just because I ignored those feelings of me when I needed to be recharging, when I needed my alone time, when I needed to get away to be with myself. I ignored that because people wanted to hang out with me. I was just like, you know, I don't want to be that person that's always like, oh, I can't, because, you know, people get sick of that. And when people hear that a lot, they don't want to hang out with you anymore. And I really wanted friends around that time. Around that time, that's when my dad passed away. Yeah, my peace was literally all over the place. When it comes to like the struggle of being introverted, definitely being socially awkward is really big when it comes into play. Just because, like, I feel like people are gonna judge me for what I like to do, because I consider myself to be a very boring, I don't like to say reserved, I guess. I'm not very out there, I'm not very public. I don't really know what that means, but I feel like I'm gonna be judged for being an introvert just because I feel like a lot of the things that I enjoy doing come off as boring in society standards. And it's kind of hard to make friends, especially like in my age group. Like, I'm about to be 25. You get a lot of people, like, I'm 25 and married on top of that. A lot of people in my age group aren't married, aren't looking to settle down right now. Everyone's different, of course, but you get a lot of people that still want to, you know, go out and party, which is, nothing is wrong with that. Let me say that one more time. Nothing is wrong with that. It's not my cup of tea. So especially when I tell people that I don't drink. When I tell people I don't drink, that really pulls people back, because it's just like, people use that as an icebreaker nowadays. And it's just like, a lot of people ask me why I don't drink. Sorry guys, that's my neighbor's dog. A lot of people ask me why I don't drink, and personally it honestly relates back to my childhood due to my dad. Kind of had some alcohol problems in our family. But another thing is, honestly, I just never saw the hype in alcohol. It's just never been my thing. It doesn't taste good to me. It's unappealing to me. It's not fun. Now, if you want to talk about like some marijuana, I'm there for you 100%. But alcohol just never been my thing. Never been my wave. I have learned that there are people out there that are like me, and I learned to stop shunning the person that I am and being ashamed and calling myself lame, even though I still do it sometimes. I have to like slap my hand when I do that. Because there are people out there like me, and it's okay, because I'm not going to mix with everyone. That is absolutely fine. And the same thing goes for you. Like, you are not going to mix with everyone, and that is okay. You know, some people are water, some people are oil. We're not gonna mix. Wait, that doesn't mix at all. That never mixes. That was a terrible analogy. Please ignore that. One thing I envy though over extroverted people is just the fact that they're always down to try something new. You know, that's something that I've always had issues with growing up. Like, I've never ever wanted to try anything new. And I feel like that comes from, you know, being introverted, because it's just like, you're so used to a schedule. You're so used to things being like this, being to yourself. Anything out the norm that you're afraid that may disrupt your peace, may disrupt your mindset, you know, you don't want to try it. This look is actually coming out pretty bomb. Like, don't make anyone make you feel inferior just because you like to stay in at night. Don't let nobody make you feel inferior just because you rather say no and watch movies by yourself instead of going to the club. Don't let nobody make you feel inferior because you want to say no to going out and going to the bar. Like, it's okay. Like, there are people out there that are like you, boo. That are like you, sis. Don't feel inferior. Y'all, this palette goes dumb stupid. I just got this palette. The Morphe, what palette is this? I think it's a 3503. This palette goes dumb loco. Here's something that I really want to talk about. Have you guys ever been like forced into an extroverted setting? Like for example, because this happens to me a lot. When people ask me to hang out or whatever, and I'm assuming that it's just me and that person, but it's like me and that person plus 3, yeah. Being forced into like an introverted setting, a setting that you don't have any control over, that's like full of people you don't know. I feel like I'm talking about social anxiety in a way also. Has that ever happened to y'all? That's happened to me so many times. Or like just being guilt tripped. I usually don't allow myself to get guilt tripped anymore, but it happens on rare occasions. That's like literally the worst for me, because it's just like I know I'm not gonna have a good time and I'm ready to go, and it's just like I don't understand. If you know I'm not comfortable in a setting, why would you still make me want to go? Like, I really do not get that at all. Like that shit just is nuts to me. And it's, I don't know, it's borderline toxic too, because it's like, you know I'm not gonna enjoy myself, you know I'm not gonna have a good time, you know it's not my scene, and yet you still are forcing me, guilt tripping me to go. So let's talk about how refreshing it is when you actually find people that are like you. It's so refreshing. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just that type of person that's like a little bit, I'm conservative, but I'm ratchet. I'm not even ratchet. I can't even explain myself, you guys. But it's like, I just need that perfect balance of both. I've met a lot of people that are too much of either. And you know what? That's cool. I get that. Like, that's fine, you know. Like, ain't nothing wrong with them. But it's just like, I need that perfect balance of both. And it's just like, when you find someone that's actually like you, it's just so refreshing. Like, you want to cancel plans? No problem. It's cool. And you guys, some of these traits that I'm describing about myself also stem from like my anxiety. Don't pay me no mind. I'm gonna do the final touches on this look, and then I'm gonna be back with my final statement. Guys, this is the final look. I know I did skip some steps, but I will put everything that I used on my face in the description box down below. I just want to leave out with my final statement for you guys. If you are an introvert like me, please don't be ashamed. Don't feel inferior. Don't put yourself in a situation where you know you will feel uncomfortable, because it's not fair to you. Embrace who you are. There are a bunch of people out there that are like you. There are a bunch of people out there that you can find similarities with. It's going to be okay. I know it can be very stressful sometimes, but you gotta stop. You gotta stop putting yourself in these situations that make you question who you are and what you want to be, and you gotta stop putting yourself in situations that question your peace, disrupt your peace. It's okay. It's all right. If you can't find anybody out there that's like you, I'm like you, okay? Feel free to connect with me. I don't bite. I talk to pretty much anybody. Just won't really hang out with you that much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like more videos like this. And remember, you guys, stay furious. Bye.